We are going to make it right.
If you became a millionaire, would you keep working? You know?
The commander is here.
What's going on right now is California's trying to figure out.
Don't eat. Something got pop your butt.
Yeah. Oh, I can.
Welcome to BitBoy Crypto channel, the home of the BitSquad. Excuse me. What is DZ doing?
We might have some breaking news.
Breaking news?
T-Mobile parent company, T-Mobile parent company's validating Polygon nodes, Matic nodes. If you go to Crypto Panic, it is about the 5th article down.
Crypto Panic? Is this Crypto Panic? We look up Crypto Panic. Wow, it's breaking news, guys. I didn't even do my hair today. So something needs to be done about that. This is, guys, we are just running like on fumes over here. I don't know if you know that. Welcome to BitSquad Crypto, home of the BitSquad, largest community in all the areas. Okay. Here it is. Where is it?
Deutsche Telekom. That's 100.
Deutsche Telekom.
Yeah, that's the parent company of T-Mobile.
Well, here you go. It's on thedailycoin.com. All right. Oh, man, I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to use this website. How did I mess that up? Where do I click to go to the actual article? Yeah. Guys, we have no idea what we're doing on this channel. Where'd it go now? It's right here.
Hide it.
They're trying to hide it, guys.
Breaking news.
Breaking news. They're trying to hide it. They're trying to hide it, guys.
Who uses T-Mobile?
Well, let me tell you, on this channel, we are very transparent. We let you guys see everything that we do. You know, even, thank you, Allison. Even down, where's my comb? I need a comb. I need a comb, Allison. Oh, we already got gel in the hand here. Yeah, she better hurry because I can't touch anything until my hair is done.
This is that exclusive behind.
This is exclusive behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Look at my hair. What do you guys think about this? You want to zoom in? I need to, guys. I need to see the zoom.
There you go. Yeah.
Guys, you wonder how BitBoy Crypto does his hair.
Oh, it's beautiful.
And he has so much hair. It's amazing if you think about it. I swear we're gonna get the show going here in a second, guys.
Oh, well, you got some in the back still. You got a little alfalfa going.
Well, I gotta have a comb.
Okay.
I gotta have a comb. And Allison, you also had to bring me a little towel to wipe my hands because I got gel in my hands. I can't have a. Okay, here we go. We have. This is ghetto. Thank you, DZ. We have napkins, wet napkins here. Okay. See. Okay. Here you go. Thank you, Thank you, DZ. You guys see, it takes a village here. Takes a village here. Guys, my name is Ben. We come to you live every single day at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, come on. Where? Thank you, Allison. Thank you, Allison. Okay. Okay. And look, that's how you make it look good, guys. Okay. Wait, I messed it up.
This is awesome. This is beautiful.
Wait.
A little more. Yeah.
There we go. Okay. Right here, you know, in the back. Boom. Man, I tell you what, I'm one good-looking man. You don't wear Gucci unless you look good, or your name's Richard Hart, one or the other. Did you guys catch that dig? I don't know if you caught that. All right, guys. Today we're going to be talking about a lot of stuff going on in the world. We've got the Bitcoin markets having some struggling times right now. We're going to be talking about the proposed debt ceiling. Going to be talking about open interest on Ethereum. I hope that's interesting. Yeah, people say they still can't buy BIN through MetaMask. You know, I actually went on Uniswap yesterday looking around, and I discovered that still. So I've been getting killed over his decision to work with Ben as an advisory role on this new DEX. Guys, Uniswap still is effing with us. Still, a week later, you can't search it. You still have to put in the contract address, and then it gives you some warning message. It won't give you a warning message about a scam coin, but it'll give you a warning message about my coin, but the Bitcoin Collective's coin. It's absolutely ridiculous. So we are also just met with a developer for the website for Bitcoin, and we are going to be building a swap site into that as well, just to give people more options. Guys, we are in a world of centralization. Crypto has become centralized, and it's pathetic. And so we have to do stuff to protect ourselves. Thank God for blockchain technology that allows us to build our own where we can be not censored. It's ridiculous, to be honest with you. So I tell you what, they want to fight on their hands. Here's what wants to fight. I give them a fight. There aren't too many people that can fight them like me. Now, I mean, what kind of website has a pink unicorn? Who wears these girly colors like pink? Not me, because I'm a real man. Can you zoom out?
Yeah, pink unicorns, Ben, are for pool floaties. So.
Sorry, it's because I'm wearing pink right now, guys. But in all seriousness, we got to get rid of these. Oh, the unicorn. Yeah, I was on a pink unicorn for my Friends and Frenemies, or Forever Frenemies show. Yeah, guys, we're working on some exchanges. Guys, a lot of people talking about BitSwap. We didn't own BitSwap. BitSwap was actually created by another third party, basically. and it was an aggregator. I want to have my own actual swap. It's a little bit different. I mean, BitSwap still works. It works fine. You still go to BitSwap.dex or BitSwap, I don't even know, .io, whatever it is now. I don't know what it is. But you still go there and use that and swap. But it's still aggregating. It's still bouncing across the same exchange as the consensor. So what we want is we want something that's truly uncensored. So we'll see what happens there. Oh, well, it's Unido, like unicorn. I guess I never thought of that. 1 in a million. Okay. All right. Well, look, let's move on here. Let's go ahead and start with the markets. See what's going on with those. And then we're gonna have Frank come up here in a few minutes. All right, we got 25,301 cryptos. Man, it just passed 25,000 a couple of days ago. I mean, I feel like people are, people are freaking out or making tons of new coins every day because they're seeing what happened with some of the other meme coins. Let's see, 632 exchanges, 1.13 trillion in market cap, 24-hour volume, 34 billion. Bitcoin dominance, 46.2%, back down again. 19.7% for Ethereum, also down a little bit. 30 Paraguays. Gets you an e-transaction. And real quick, guys, don't forget, make sure to smash the like button. Is the number one thing you can do as a member of the BitSquad. The number one thing, if you're a member of Bin Nation, Bitcoin, the community, if you guys want to check that out. Also, by the way, you can also go to hitmerch.com, where we've got all of our awesome merch here. You can see our Bitcoin shirt and jersey here. It is live. So you guys can go to hitmerch.com, check that out. All about adoption, folks. It's all about adoption. That's what we are doing. And I can tell you, a little birdie told me some things about who's watching us and paying very close attention to what we're doing with Bitcoin and wanting to support it. I can't tell you who it is, but what I tell you is it would probably be the most bullish person that could support the project you could possibly imagine, is what I'll tell you.
Sam Bankman-Fried?
It is SPF. I don't know if you guys noticed, but there actually is a story about Alameda accumulating Cell token to this day. Have you seen that, Tim?
No.
That's a real story.
Oh,
Real story is one of the wallets that people believe is an FTX wallet, or an Alameda wallet on FTX, is still accumulating Cell. I haven't looked into the story too much, but a lot of people have been talking about it. So anyways, we decided to bring Sam Bankman-Fried on as an advisor. He will be... So we're working on our cover for Catching Up to FTX, a new book, by the way. And I told them, like, they gave me what it was. And I said, look, no, it's not a lot. Man, I can't believe nobody's guessed it yet. I'm looking at the over here.
Yeah.
Elon Musk would be pretty good. It's not Elon Musk is what I'll tell you.
Keanu Reeves would be good.
I was watching The Matrix last weekend, So I was definitely looking over here. I don't think anybody's said it yet. But anyways, the point is we're doing our cover for FTX for the book. And it's pretty funny because the guy, they have a picture of a guy on the cover. He's like kind of running off the cover. And I said, guys, you got to put an afro on that guy. Like, you can't, like, please, do you even know what this book's about? So we're going to put an afro on him. Now, he looks really funny. Go back up a little bit. Identikit says, unless we were running on ICP, all crypto is still censored because of AWS. I mean, technically, you're correct there. I mean, we do love ICP. And I talked about on Friday supporting the plug, which is try to be the MetaMask of ICP is a good way to say it. They're currently raising some money. If they don't end up raising all the money, then everybody gets their money back. If they do raise the money, it's going to go forward with its push. I think they're trying to raise like 24,000 ICP or something like that. I think they're at 13,000 right now. They've got 12 or 13 days left. You guys go check out the plug. If you just type that in to Google, I'm sure you can find. Well, let me do it now. Let me actually show you guys the what it looks like here. If you guys are interested in this, we put some money into it. Let's see, the plug, ICP. Speaking of ICP, I mean, we really love ICP 100%, and that's why we definitely support it. Let's see here. Here it is, right here. You go to the plug on Twitter. It is at @plug_wallet. Their plug founders pass. They're doing a raise. Right now, they're at 13,000 out of 23,375. They have 9 days left. It's kind of went up pretty good, about 4,000. So I'm hoping they're going to get there. Let me know what you guys think. We are a big fan of ICP. So if you could, Tim, if you could go to their Twitter and pull this URL and put it in the chat, that'd be great. Because I just love to support the ICP community. I mean, we love them because they really are decentralized, more than any other project, in my opinion. As far as the actual network itself, NFTs you store on ICP, it literally is stored on the blockchain, kind of like ordinals, except and plus ICP can integrate with Bitcoin through their what they call a canister. So some interesting stuff to check out there. Okay, all right, moving on here. Man, people still are not.
I don't think
I don't think anybody said it.
I'm looking.
That is crazy.
What?
Somebody said it.
Somebody
said it. Okay. Somebody said it. Okay, somebody said it. That's all I'll say. Okay, all right. Bitcoin coming in back under 27. Wow, 26,939. Ethereum down to 1858. Let's see here. Everything pretty much in the red today. We'll have Frank come up and look at charts here in a second. XTC network is up though. The graph is up. QNT is up. So we did a big video on that last week. So pretty cool. All right. BitBoy, tell people that Ben is backed by a millionaire or by a billionaire. It is true. Our backer, the person who backed this, and this shows you about liquidity a little bit. I talked about this on Whalecoin chat spaces yesterday. It took 5 days to get the millions together from a billionaire. Now it had to be converted from cash to crypto, but yeah, the backer of Bitcoin is a billionaire, 100% confirmed. So that's who we're working with. At some point, we may be able to talk about who it is that backed this deal for us. Still trying to figure that out. If that's going to be if he wants to remain silent, he gets to remain silent, and we'll never say who it is. But there you go. So no mention of a loyal launch. My last bit has blinders on XTC. I like XTC. Why would you say that? The last I heard about Loyal, by the way, is that he had to redeploy the contract. He said he was waiting for his main dev to log in to do something, and it was going to launch. So should be launching any minute. Might have launched in 10 minutes ago. I don't know. Ben does his own thing. You guys got to understand that. Ben does his thing. I do my thing. So when he's ready to launch it, it'll launch. He tried to launch it last night. He got attacked by a bunch of bots, I guess MEV bots or something like that. So he's trying to build something into the contract that will prevent it from happening. So we'll see what happens there. But there you go. ICP ETH integration, imminent Ben could be on ICP. Yeah, we're going to move into other. Coins or other chains with Bitcoin for sure. You got to figure out when or why. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and I guess bring Frank up here. Conflux down 9% today. All right. There you go.
What is going on, everybody? Hope you're having a good day. Shout out to anybody who watched the show yesterday. We were looking at some very specific things on yesterday's show, as well as my live stream last night at 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we were expecting a little bit of a move to the downside. And let's just go ahead and jump into the charts real quick here so we could take a look at this, guys. Let me just go ahead and hide this to clean up the charts just a little bit. But guys, taking a look at the, actually, let me come up to a little bit of a higher time frame. Now, obviously, guys, we were looking, if you guys remember from Friday, I did put in our free Discord because I was unable to stream. I put in the free Frankie Candles Discord, kind of what I was expecting out of Bitcoin over the weekend. We were looking for a move up here, up to a specific level, which is the point of control of our macro range here. I'll go ahead and pull that for you guys real quick, just so you know what I'm talking about. And you can see right there, we were looking for a push up. We were looking for a push up into this point of control, coming in at about $28,060. This might vary based off of what exchange you're looking at, but on the exchanges I was looking at, it was about $28,060. And then at about $28,350, we had a 786 fib level that I was looking to come up and tap. And we tapped it almost to the dollar. And I was looking for this to be a lackluster move because we had some short-term bullish signals, but kind of the more longer term predicting indicators were pointing to some more downside. So we were looking for this to be a lackluster move up into this level and then a rejection to the downside. Now, in that actual post, I was calling for a potential bigger move down below this range to about 25.3. However, I don't know if we're ready to make a move all the way down that low just yet. But We also did have a CME gap down here, guys, so don't forget that as well. We were looking for a bigger move down, but if you guys watched my live stream last night, I am feeling a little bit more bullish in the long term. Now, I have been for a while, but there are some specific things that I was looking at that was making me feel like pretty bullish. So I don't know if we're ready to come down to 25.3 just yet, but we were looking for this move to the downside. If you're in that free Discord, I recommend you go take a look at that post. Almost called it perfectly there. And I let you guys know exactly what I was looking for, right? It's not about being right or bragging about, hey, I knew this was going to happen. The reason I bring this stuff up, I say this all the time on my live stream, is to show you guys that it's not as complicated as a lot of people think. TA and trading is not as complicated. Trading's a little bit of a different story, but TA is not as difficult as people realize. So I like to show you guys exactly what I'm looking for these moves, so you guys can predict them as well, even if I'm not there to call them out for you. So we did look for this move to the downside as well. I am short from the point of control right about here at about 27.9, right about at this point of control is where I am short from. I am still holding the position. However, we are coming up to some interesting support. And, as we approach, if you pull this little more local range here, we are approaching, let me get rid of the bigger one. We are approaching the point of control of this more local range. So I would expect some kind of support off of here. We also have some of the lower time frames looking to roll around. You can see here on the 2 hour, we are looking to print a green dot here soon. BitLab significant movement indicator also calling for a somewhat of a bottom here. So I would expect some kind of a bounce off the point of control here. However, something I want to keep an eye, or want you guys to keep an eye on, is here on the money flow, right? When you get these short-term signals for a bounce, but you have things like money flow coming to the downside. The money flow indicates the longer term trend, right? So if we do get a bounce here, I will be expecting it to be somewhat of a retracement before a potential move back to the downside. One of those key levels of resistance I would be looking at is this local value area high coming in at about $27,530 for some potential bearish confirmations. If you did not see this short, it might be a decent place to look for a fresh entry. But short term, I would expect a bounce. But again, because of the way money flow looks, I would expect it to be a retracement before a bigger move to the downside. But I am not getting super bearish, guys. I did put a market update out on my channel where I go a little bit more in detail on a lot of this stuff. But, I am not really getting super bearish, again, until we start losing these lows from down here, because we do have our value area low coming in right now at about $26,700. And we almost came down to that. We're a little bit above it, but I will be looking for support. Even if we come down to 26.7, 26.6, I will still be looking for some support down there. It's not until we actually break down below these lows where I would expect that move down to about $25,300 to $25,000. But again, guys, if you're not in that free Discord, I highly recommend you go in there and check out that post, because this was almost a perfect, we almost tapped these levels perfectly to the dollar. And I explain exactly what I looked for. So if you're looking to learn how to do TA and learn how to try to predict these moves before they happen, so you can take advantage of them like we do in the premium Discord, I definitely recommend you getting that free Discord for sure. But those are kind of the key levels that I'm looking at right now, guys. $26,400, I believe, is right around 26.5, 26.4 is the local value area low here. This would be a key level of support I'd be watching, and kind of, if we start decisively losing that level, that's where I would start to be a little bit more worried of a bigger breakdown. And then if that happens, we may wind up seeing the full breakdown of this head and shoulders pattern that we've been looking at for quite some time. Because if you kind of rough out your neckline here of this head and shoulders, you have your left shoulder, your head, and your right shoulder with the neckline coming up like this. This could have potentially just been a bounce up here to bearishly retest that neckline one more time before getting a bigger breakdown. So again, we got to be ready for that bigger move down, but I am not really losing hope until we really break that $26,400 level. So now you guys have the key levels, and don't forget our chart section is brought to you by BitGet. So yeah, shout out to anybody who was watching the stream last night, because we were talking about, I talk about this stuff for free on my live stream all the time as well, guys. We were looking for this move to the downside. So shout out to anybody who watches my channel. I will be going live tonight at 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as always. And with all that being said, I think that's all I got. You got the key levels to watch. You know what to expect. But either way, whether you're long or short, set those stop losses. Back to Ben. Bing bong. I like that shirt, Ben.
Thank you. Ooh, I just got a very interesting message. Also, guys, if you are, if you have been defunct by Bybit, because a lot of people are, the KY, they just left Canada today. Or no, yeah, Bybit just left Canada today. A lot of people are having a lot of trouble with KYC now with Bybit. Definitely would be a good opportunity for you to move over to BitGet. You know, we love BitGet. Like I said, Bitcoin obviously is there. And there we go. Ben, I did fund plug with ICP, but have no evidence. I mean, your transaction is your evidence. That is your evidence. So there you go. How many times does Frank say shout out a day? I don't know. Let's see here.
Shout out to shout out, you know?
Yeah, I just got a very interesting message. Okay. Wow. Woo! I just got a message. Wow. Do you guys know what bank I hate more than any other bank in the world? Do you know what it is, Tim?
Oh man,
You haven't been around here long enough, I don't think.
I don't know. I don't know if I know BlackRock. I don't know. Like,
No,
you don't an actual bank. You don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm gonna go with Chase.
Nope, not it.
Okay.
Good try. No, it's Truist.
Oh
And
yeah,
because BB&T and SunTrust merged and became Truist. And you guys know I wrote a $1 million check to myself back in 2011, I believe. And I had that account all the way up until I hit $1 million. And the bank took my account because I did crypto. And the day that Truist goes down, I tell you one thing. I will outlast Truist. I will have this channel longer than Truist is around. I hate that they are the Braves, stadium namesake.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what would be really cool? You know what would be really cool?
What are we gonna do?
Is if Truist lost the money for the name, for the name sponsorship of the Brave Stadium, we took it over.
Just Ben like BitBoy or BenCoin, or what would you want to do?
Oh man, I don't know. Be everywhere now. Arena Stadium. I don't know. I don't know. Bitcoin Stadium.
That'd be interesting.
Ben Stadium.
Ben Stadium.
BitBoy Crypto Stadium. Yeah, I kind of like. I would want BitBoy Crypto Park.
That's a good one.
I like Park better than Stadium. I guess what was it called before? BB&T Field, SunTrust Park, Truist Park. What's SunTrust? I think right in the beginning before Truist took over. But the point is I just got a very, very interesting message from the inside of someone that works at Truist. And what they said is that every employee at Truist is terrified right now.
Wow.
Supposedly, they've been conservative enough with their funds that they think they'll be able to outlast what's coming. The federal government stepped in last week and forced Truist to restructure their management.
Wow.
That's what's happening with your banks. What do you think about that? The federal government stepped in and made Truist restructure their management. If you don't think the federal government is driving this bank crisis, I don't know what to tell you. They are 100% trying to dwindle everything down to 4 banks. That's what they want. So the truth shall run Truist Park. That's pretty funny. That's hilarious. I love that. Did Drew say that? Was that somebody else's radio face? Okay, cool. Man, that's funny. But guys, it shouldn't surprise you what's going on with the banks. I mean, this is very, very serious stuff going on. I think we are still going to see more insolvencies. If they're having to step in there at Truist, which is a large bank, Truist took $1 million from Bit. No, they didn't take $1 million from me. I wrote a check to myself that I wanted to cash one day when I was poor. And I finally got to where I could cash it, and they took my account. So literally 1 month before I could have cashed that check.
Wow.
1 month. So some people are asking me to run for governor. You think I should run for governor of Georgia?
I'm new here, Ben. Who's the governor right now?
I don't know.
Oh.
No, who is the governor right now? The governor right now is Brian. What's his name? Brian Kemp. Is he still the governor? Or did he run out of his term?
I don't know.
I don't even know, to be honest with you.
I'll have to fact check it.
Let me look. I think we had somebody run. I think it was Brian Kemp. Still, it is still Brian Kemp. He won. He destroyed Stacey Abrams in this last election. Like absolutely destroyed her. She got within like less than 1% of him last time, and then this more recent one, he absolutely crushed her, which is crazy because he had all this stuff going on behind the scenes where a lot of people didn't like some of the things that he had done when it came to the pandemic and stuff like that. But there you go. Where's TJ? TJ's having a baby soon, guys. TJ's taking some time off. I mean, he's here at the studio, but from the show. So we BitBoy Crypto Park. We brothers love the BBC Park.
Wow. Yes. Okay.
I don't understand. When you say you brothers, are you talking about people from the UK because you love the British Broadcasting Company or Corporation? Is that what they say in England, brother? I'm sure they say. Pick a year. I think we're at One World Bank. Ooh, that's a good question. I don't know.
At this rate, 2024.
It'll be a while. Just buy the Falcons first. I can't decide if I want to be president or own the Falcons first. Which one do you think? Which one gives me a better leg up on the other one?
I think
I'm not opposed to running
I think owning the team first and then
own the Falcons first
yeah.
and then run. But don't you think if I become president first, then I've got like surely they let me buy the team?
Do any presidents?
I could put it in executive order. I could put it in an executive order, forcing Arthur Blank to step down, and I take the Falcons.
Does Bush own an athletic team?
He did. They did own the Bush family did own the Texas Rangers. I believe.
That's what I thought. Okay.
I don't think they do anymore. But yeah, BitBoy Crypto Dome. Didn't know TJ could have a baby. He is a birthing person, ladies and gentlemen. TJ is a birthing person, for sure. Okay, all right. Are you still involved in Celsius anti-clawback? I'm just letting the Celsius stuff play out. By the way, I want everybody to know this. I reached out to Simon Dixon to come on the show for an update. And he has some personal stuff going on. And so he's actually not doing appearances and stuff right now. So it's nothing to do with crypto. It's just kind of like a personal issue, family issue, whatever it is. Wish him the best on that. The thoughts and prayers to his family. But so that's why he's not coming on right now. As soon as he, as soon as he feels up to it, coming on the show, we'd love to have him come on and do an update on that. I want to hear about BitBoy's thoughts on animated clone of him. What the meme coin put out on him. Guys, they put a meme coin out on me every day. Yeah. There's literally like 74 BitBoy tokens out there. None of them are mine, so be careful about that stuff. Okay, all right, let's move on. I could just answer the chat all day and do a whole show on answering the chat.
Yeah.
Bitcoin drops near 27K. I love this. I love this line here. This might be key reason. Like, what? This might be the key reason? Is it a key reason or not? It might be. I don't. The writing on these titles, I tell you what. They need my team to come help them. Ask Frankie about tattoos. I don't know what that means. Bitcoin price briefly fell below 27K mark. It's back below it right now.
Yeah.
The majority of crypto traded in the red seem to be losing steam. Ethereum, Solana, and Cardano saw losses. Most recently, cryptocurrency decreased as traders assess the implications of the U.S. debt limit agreement, which Congress is rushing to adopt before June 5th, the day by which the U.S. might default. If the deal is approved, there might be a flood of bill sales that might drain market liquidity. That's interesting. Interesting. Let's see. No compelling reason to stop liquidity pricing. So there you go. They think it's the debt ceiling. Guys, get rid of that. Get rid of that. Guys, stop shilling coins in my super chats. Please, stop. If it's one I've talked about on the channel before, maybe you can make a tweet about it or a message about it, but stop. This is not a meme. My channel is not a meme coin launchpad, just so you know. So please stop it. An account with 2,031,518 USDT has just been frozen. How about that?
Oh, shout out to you. You saw that was 2 million?
Yeah.
Okay, good. That I would never have been able. Did you read backwards to get that, or did you just?
No, dealing with all these meme coin numbers recently. I've had to look at things in groups of 3 to figure out if it's billions or trillions or millions. So I've been looking at them a lot lately, obviously.
You got that so fast. I would never have done that.
Yeah. So, okay. All right. Proposed debt ceiling deal would cut part of $80 billion IRS funding. That's good stuff. This one wouldn't highlight, I guess. Tentative deal to raise the debt ceiling includes up to $21.4 billion of IRS budget cuts, slashing part of the nearly $80 billion in agency funding enacted. So let's see. Okay, so that goes down to $59 billion. Still a lot. Let's see. McCarthy, blah, 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 blah. Joe Biden rescinded $1.4 billion of money allocated to the IRS. There we go. They're cutting IRS funding. Thank God. Oh, the one. Oh, I know what you're talking about. You're talking about the AI BitBoy crypto. Okay, I haven't seen it yet. I've heard about it. People say it's just like me. They said that. So that is pretty funny, I guess. Hey, is there a link to that? It's on Discord. I can't pull up Discord. But yeah, so supposedly they made AI versions of it's like, if I remember correctly, it's like me, Gary Gensler, is Donald Trump on there? Elon Musk, maybe CZ. They put us all in one like one on one board or something, I think, if I'm remembering correctly. And it is like AI BitBoy, and they say it's just like me. So very curious to see that. So, all right.
You know, Ben, we're going to start a new segment. We were talking about it this morning, and there's going to be one later on the show during XRP section. But we're starting a new segment where you get to learn all about yourself with all these articles and things being talked about.
Oh, I know.
Oh, it's going to be fun. So yeah, that's coming though for everyone. That's a tease. Later on, Ben gets to learn about himself.
Is that today?
And during the XRP section, there's an article all about your thoughts about XRP.
Yeah, now they're out there. The XRP army is out there killing me on Twitter because the title is BitBoy says no longer guaranteed that Ripple wins. I mean, guys, listen to what I said. Go watch the video. The point is the government's corrupt. That's the point. The point is the government's corrupt. We don't know what the government is going to do. We don't know what they're going. Like, that doesn't mean that XRP is a security. That doesn't mean that I'm saying that, they don't have the better case. I'm just saying, at this point, what's happened over the last 2 to 3 months in crypto with the government is unpredictable. They may extort the judge and force her to rule against Ripple. They may do it. If they've got stuff on her, they may do it. That's how desperate they are. The entire future of crypto in the United States depends on the XRP ruling. Period. You don't think they're going to try to force her hand? I'm just telling you. If that happens, if XRP loses this case, I'm gone. I'm being in Dubai next week. I promise you. I'm not getting witch hunt by our corrupt government. It's not happening. So watch very closely what happens with this XRP case. And I certainly hope Ripple wins. I've thought the whole time they were going to win. We've been investing like they're going to win. But I'm just saying, if you think at this point we can look and we can predict what our corrupt government is going to do under the Joe Biden administration, especially, I'm just saying, guys, like you shouldn't be surprised if it goes the other way. The government's freaking corrupt. Good. It may be better for Ripple to get out of the United States. Our government is the Gestapo. We are living in the Soviet Union right now. That is what you did when you voted for Joe Biden. You voted in the communists. You voted in the Gestapo that, I told my mom, I was like, Mom, I think I'm going to have to move out of the country. I think I'm going to have to. And she's like, well, that's stupid. You haven't done anything wrong. It doesn't matter. Look at all the people that got arrested from the Russian collusion stuff that did nothing. They create charges against you. That's what they do. They create it out of thin air. Let me tell you, we were looking into doing something corporately here, and lawyer said, well, you can't do that. You can't put your name on that. You can't be the CEO, the founder of that. I said, why? He said, the SEC is definitely going to come after you if you do that. I said, don't you understand? I play by the rules. We will literally play by the rules. We will do everything by the book. He said, that doesn't matter. What matters is your name, and they would like to go after you. That's the country that we live in now. It's pathetic. We've got one chance to take it back in a year and a half. One chance. That's all we've got. Period. And I can tell you, if XRP does lose this case, which I still think it's almost guaranteed that they win. I just don't trust the government. I'm worried they may try to kill me. I'm not kidding. With the message that we're giving, we're exposing what is real. Our government is the Gestapo. It's not going to be long before they probably start trying to round people up. Period. Look at what's happening. I've never been so ashamed to be an American, to be honest with you, with the way that our government's running right now. I love the American people. I will fight until my dying breath for this country, and I will. If I go somewhere else, it's only to get higher ground to continue fighting. But man, our government has never been this low, and it's happened so quick. That's what's so concerning. How fast this has gone from American dream to a caste system. So I'm joining late, so forgive me. So do you see the case going the other way, or is this, it's a hypothetical? I mean, look, I'm just basing this off you can't trust the government. That's all. Like, do you trust it? XRP Army, look here. Look into my eyes. Do you trust the government? Do you trust them? Do you trust the government? Tell me that you do. Put a poll up. Do you trust the government? Period. That's it, guys. This isn't about the merits of the case. It's not about. Ripple destroys them on the merits of the case. But with what is going on in our country, under Gary Gensler, under Joe Biden, you don't think they'll extort a judge? You don't know. You can't tell. I just can't. And so anyway, they write this article about XRP's killing me now. I'm just saying, don't trust our freaking government. Period. Let's see. So anyways, that's how the Canadians feel about their feds. Absolutely. Yeah, bye-bye freedom of speech. It's already gone, guys. Freedom of speech is already gone. It's already gone. You can't say what needs to be said anymore. I'm one of the only people willing to stand up and say it that has a platform. So just look at January 6th prosecutions versus antics prosecution. Or versus, I guess you're saying Antifa. I don't know what you're saying there, but yeah, for sure. Ben's on an epic mental breakdown rant. I'm not having a mental breakdown, guys. So yeah, there we go. I mean, look, I want you to think about this. I want you to pause and I want you to think. 93% of our audience right now is saying they don't trust our government. That's terrifying. We can't trust anything that comes out of Washington, D.C. That's why I want to take it over too. That's why I want to take it over. I'll be your dang president one day. Y'all go ahead and put that down. Probably about 12 years, maybe 14, maybe 10. Somebody got to go clean that stuff up. I don't know how I'm gonna run it from Dubai, but I mean, golly. Love how everyone forgot the division that Trump brought to this country. Oh man, you freaking apologist. Yeah, let's go back and talk about Trump. Yeah, let's go talk about what a bad person Donald Trump was. Mean tweets. Oh my God, he called a lady ugly. I would never do that. I did it on Twitter once. Compare mean tweets to what we're going through now. Massive homelessness in America. And there are literally people on that side of the aisle that will tell you that they will literally vote for someone who creates massive homelessness over someone that tweets mean things. Let me tell you, man up. Man up.
We should get Drew to collect all the mean tweets that the founding fathers said to King George.
100%. All right. I'm going to move on just because I don't want to. Some of the questions. Wall Street firms take on Binance. Coin. I have to rant when I talk about this stuff, guys. I don't know if you understand how passionate I care about this country. I hope you get that. I hope you understand. Like, yeah, I'm going to rant about this stuff because what does Peter Griffin say? Grinds my gears? Grinds my gears. Bad. Because I love America. And I've never been, like I said, I've never been more ashamed to be from this country. Because of our leadership. Not because of people. because of our leadership. It's time somebody steps up and does something different, or we're going to totally lose everything in this country. You want to talk about mass homelessness? You're going to talk about middle-class families going through foreclosure after foreclosure after foreclosure. That's what's coming on this with this current administration is something that's not done. We're going to lose a world reserve currency. 100% Joe Biden's fault. 100%. If you don't understand that these Russian sanctions are why this is happening, then you're an idiot. I'm sorry. You have a low IQ. Literally sending us to a place where we could enter into hyperinflation and America will become Venezuela. This can happen. The only reason why we're not going through hyperinflation right now is because we have the world reserve currency and other countries are propping it up. So when it comes to the people of this country and the future of America, yeah, I get pretty damn passionate. 100%. So I'm always going to be. God, just imagine my speeches from the Oval Office. Imagine my State of the Union address. It's going to be pretty good. Wall Street firms take on Binance, Coinbase, and other exchanges. Traditional financial firms, including Standard Chartered, Nomura, and Charles Schwab, are busy building or funding new crypto exchange and custody platforms. The large pedigree traditional institutional investors definitely prefer dealing with a counterparty who know they have been in existence for years. In a survey of 250 asset managers, published by Ernst Young Parthenon earlier this month, half of the respondents have said they would consider switching from crypto native group to a traditional backed company if they offered the same services. Additionally, what are all these things being? Oh, I see. Okay. Traditionally, financial firms are banking on their finance industry expertise, reputations. It was noted that BNY Mellon and Fidelity already operate separate custody services. Whenever I hear BNY Mellon, I think of a cantaloupe. I don't know why. Do you like cantaloupe?
I do. I mean, I don't know if I like eating cantaloupe by itself, but you cut up cantaloupe with some watermelon, maybe get some grapes in there, maybe cut up strawberries.
No, cantaloupe by itself.
No cantaloupe by itself, though. No.
Okay. I have to tell you, I don't agree with that take.
Wait, which part do you not agree with? You eat cantaloupe by itself?
Huh?
Okay, well, yeah.
Why not?
It's
It's one of the few fruits I like. I like cantaloupe and watermelon. That's bananas.
Okay.
That's about it.
You can cut some bananas up in that little fruit salad we just had too.
Cryptofin says, Ben, you think Trump was mean? Wait till they get a load of me. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I like that. Yeah, I like melons too, guys. I love melons. Love melons. Pop, pop. You gotta, slap that melon, Don't forget the Southern invasion. What's Southern invasion? Oh, yeah. Well, I'm gonna stay away from that one right now. But I tell you what's really interesting. Look at the number of Chinese nationals coming up. Nothing against Chinese people. We love Chinese people. Don't want to misinterpret what I'm saying. But CCP, man, they be sending recruits over here. Man, my butt needs to stay right here behind the stake sign. God, I need that sometimes. Okay. All right. Moving on. Binance prohibits trading of privacy coins in France. A community-run news aggregator, Tree News, on Twitter wrote, the Binance has disabled trading of crypto privacy coins for French residents. We've seen this in Australia before. And so what I would tell you is watch for the price. I wonder what privacy coins are doing right now. Because if I remember the last time we had a really big ban on a country of privacy coins, it was on, it was Monero, Dash, Zcash, maybe. Can't remember the other one. And that's when, oh man, the yawning, I'm sorry. That's the first shot of the day. That's when Dash came out and said we're no longer a privacy coin right after that. But what happened is privacy coins went up like dramatically in price right then. So let's see what Monero is doing right now. Where's Monero? There it is. Down 4% today. So interesting. It is down. And the whole market's down pretty much. So that could have something to do with it. But it's kind of like school shootings, right? When school shooting happens, God bless them, rest in peace. When school shootings happen, what happens to the price of guns and ammunition? They go up because people get scared. They're going to ban them. Kind of saying with privacy coins, what we've seen in the past is whenever there's bans or restrictions on them, you see that, you see what happens is sometimes the price of these coins goes up. So we didn't see it recently. So it's something to definitely, check out. All right. 2 crypto sectors will reward those who pay attention, says DeFi veteran Arthur Chong. Chong, the founder of Defiance Capital. That's right. I wanted to pronounce that D-fiance. I don't know why.
Hmm.
But his Defiance Capital tells his... Well, the reason why is Defiance is one word. It's not two words. So the F being capitalized there is a little weird. Don't you agree with that?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely weird.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to pronounce it Defiance.
Yeah.
It tells us 147.5K Twitter followers that liquid staking and decentralized derivatives exchanges are worth paying attention to. Liquid staking has been worth paying attention to for a year already. Liquid staking queue time to stake ETH is 40 days now. Demand to stake vastly exceed the supply Ethereum can offer. Chung noted on Twitter last week that the ratio of decentralized exchange volumes relative to centralized exchange volumes is at an all-time high. That's what I keep telling you guys. Like, all these people want me to go and put Bitcoin on all these centralized exchanges and blah, blah, blah. More people are using DEXs than sexes. I know people in crypto aren't doing a lot of sexes. Not in the bear market anyways. But when it comes to in all seriousness, like, guys, what enables us to do what we're going to do with Bitcoin Collective and Bitcoin is liquidity profits for trading. More people are using DEXs than sexes. So why do we want to be so aggressive going to centralized exchanges? Guys, that's old thinking. That's old thinking. You're thinking what worked in the last bull run. It doesn't... Look, guys, we got listed on BitGet, a top 15 exchange, and the price went down. Think about that. If you're going to live on the hype of more centralized exchanges, which we are working on some, only major partners, like, it's not going to make the price skyrocket. The trading is on the DEXs. So anyways, it's pretty interesting to me that people care about that much. There you go. All right, moving right on. Ethereum open interest on Ribbit. I always think of a frog when I see that. Not Pepe, but at a 3-year high. And Pepe's been getting crushed lately, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
Is it still in the top 100? I think it is. Let's see. I want to say...
Down 5% today.
It's down to number 83. Yeah. I think it could be falling out of the top 100. I mean, it's lost a lot of momentum. I think the guy that's one of the guys behind Pepe, he's such an idiot on Twitter. He's making him look bad, I think. People could argue that about some other coins too. But, is what it is. BitBoy will crash and burn. Ben, desperation is all over your face. Tim, how desperate am I today?
On a scale of 1 to 10?
Yeah. I'm desperate, guys.
I mean, according to him, I think you're 11. So.
Please send me money. Please. Please send me money. Can we put up an Ethereum address? I need to buy a phone, guys. I need to buy an iPhone. iPhone Max. Brand new one. Not even out yet. iPhone 16. So we put up Ethereum address in the chat. You guys just send me some Ethereum. I'll be able to buy an iPhone. And I'll fractionalize it. You guys each get control of part of the apps. So these people are so stupid. Like, how do you wake up and you're that dumb? Like, I don't know. I don't know how you wake up. Like, if you're that stupid and you're that low IQ, then your involuntary actions that your body takes are probably also dumb and low IQ. You're like a panda. You'll starve because you forget to eat. That's how dumb you are. Biden was the worst vote I've ever made. Abdullah Isaac, thank you for admitting that. And look, guys, here's the truth. The truth is, I don't extremely judge people that voted for Biden the first time. I understand a lot of people didn't like Trump. I understand a lot of people didn't like the direction of the country. I understand that. I won't kill you over that decision. You vote for him again, and you're dumber than a panda. There's no question about that. Pandas are like the dumbest animals. I don't know if y'all know that. They say if it wasn't for mankind, pandas would be extinct. Yeah. Without human intervention to help pandas survive, on their own, they were going to go extinct. That's how dumb
they're too lazy to even mate.
Yeah. All right. Okay. All right. Moving on. Oh, yeah. I didn't even talk about this story. Perpetual futures is kind of a derivative that tracks the performance of an underlying asset. In this case, Ethereum allowing traders to not only buy, but also short. These financial derivatives also allow investors to gain exposure to the underlying without buying or selling it directly. While Ethereum's open interest in derivative is at a 3-year high, the cumulative open interest contracts across all derivative exchanges like Binance, Bybit, and OKX, are within the range. But derivatives is the number one derivatives site. I don't know how to say it. I don't know how to explain what they offer that the other ones don't. But yeah. Most of these positions are open on Binance, $2.2 billion in Ethereum open interest there. So a lot of people betting on Ethereum one way or the other right now. So kind of interesting. Bitcoin Jesus says Ethereum is the front runner for global crypto adoption. So how many of you guys don't know who Roger Ver is? Oh, man. Roger Ver is like the godfather of Bitcoin. He's not the creator of Bitcoin, but, he definitely, in my opinion, he had more to do with Bitcoin's success than about anybody else. I mean, this guy literally was the first person to accept Bitcoin on a website. I think it was a picture frame website. It's ironic looking to the future of NFTs. But Roger Ver was a very early investor. He was an angel investor in almost every major beginning Bitcoin company. And then, of course, he doesn't fork Bitcoin. He didn't found Bitcoin Cash, but he jumped on that movement. And so he is the face of Bitcoin Cash, which was all about making a faster version of Bitcoin, trying to stick with the dream of what Satoshi had. Of course, now they call it Bitcoin Core, the original Bitcoin people, original Bitcoin chain. They hated him. And they, another good example of who you think are the villains are really the good guys and who are the heroes. Well, a lot of times they turn out to be the villains. I always thought Roger Ver was a villain. I really started looking into him and realized he's a hero. And the Bitcoin maximalists, they have this thing of turning on themselves. And, for all of a sudden, anybody that doesn't believe like they believe, they're ready to put you in a concentration camp. And that's how it goes with those people. So it's very interesting what Eric and Udi are doing with the ordinals, because they are taking the same kind of heat that Roger Ver took, but they're laughing at it. And I love that. That's a good way to do it. Corey says there's no shame in being weak. There is shame in staying weak. Please vote wisely, ladies and gentlemen. Amen on that. Okay. Somebody liked my dumber than a panda joke. It's not a joke. Let's see. I get why people vote for Biden. Trump was a little much. This round, 100% someone that's crypto friendly, Candy or DeSantis. Look, I think Trump is going to be pro Bitcoin. We'll see what happens. I mean, I do think that's going to be a switch he's going to make soon. But are we?
A little bit.
No, we only got one more story. Okay.
Yeah.
I try to be done with headlines NCT minute by 12:30. Now it gives us 30 minutes.
Good to know. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's generally the way we never talked about it. That's how my brain works. Yeah. I actually felt like we were a little ahead.
Oh.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Learning things every day.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Early Bitcoin investor says Ethereum, not Bitcoin, will be responsible for driving the bulk of new users towards crypto. Big shocker. Ver praise rise with the EVM blockchains and layer 2 scaling solutions such as Polygon. Let's see. In January, Ver was sued by a trading unit of the crypto link firm Genesis, prevailing some 20.8 million in unsettled crypto options. And of course, man, he lit them up in this thread. We talked about it back in the day. So I don't know, maybe we should get Roger Ver on the show. I'd like to get him on the show. I can't believe people don't know who he is. So funny story. Somebody that works for me wanted to upgrade their Bitcoin pass from a regular pass to an industry pass so they could go on the industry day. And this person emailed Bitcoin Magazine, and they thought it would be a good idea to include a Bitcoin maximalist quote in this person's byline. What do they call that? The ending salutation, whatever it is. What do they call that? You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-mm.
Underneath your email where you put your name and thanks and
company. The watermark or the...
No, it's not watermark.
Not watermark, but it's like a...
Somebody say what it is. We're just having, our brains aren't working correctly. Signature. Thank you, Kelly Kellum.
Oh, Kelly.
Kelly Kellum. So include a Bitcoin maximalist, quote and the signature, thinking it was going to like really win them over, As it... Roger Ver's not a Bitcoin maximalist, right? She put a quote from Roger Ver. And I was like, that was the worst person that you could have put it. You might as well put a quote from me. You might as well in there. So yeah, signature. There you go. I don't know why I couldn't think of that. So, okay. All right. Next story. Last story. Send me ETH, says its influencer, and receives $1.1 million for free. That's the Pepe guy. I'm not even going to get it. I don't want to show this because I don't like this guy. So, okay. All right. Let's go to the CT Minute. Guys, the CT Minute is, of course, always brought to you guys by our sponsor, Stake. So you want to go ahead and roll the mid-roll. All right. So just kind of going through here, looking at what's going on in the look, everybody's doing this now. You see, everyone is asking for ETH. Everyone's asking for ETH now because everybody's sending out all this ETH. A lot of people are putting it as jokes, but I'm sure like these are probably real addresses that people are putting on there. So man, everybody's talking about this too. We'll check out that here in just a second. Let's see. We talked yesterday about Bank versus Neck. I've been seeing a lot of people talking about those. 20% layoffs at Binance. Is that true? Well, I mean, they just, yeah, I guess so. Very interesting. Let's see. Oh, yeah. This is from yesterday. Tom, let's watch Tom. Tom's a buddy of mine. I like Tom. I heard also yesterday he won like the biggest amount ever on a live game or something like that. Well, we don't want to watch this. It's 15 minutes. But Tom with a really big, looks like did he bluff or was it a call? Oh, he made the hero call. There he is. There's Tom. That's my guy. I love Tom. He's like the greatest cash game player ever, in my opinion. I think he's really good. So he ends up winning this hand. Was this the hand that was so much? The biggest hand in televised poker history, $3.1 million in one hand.
Wow.
And he made the call against a bluff. Could you imagine? $3.1 million in one hand. So anyways, happy to announce Tom is actually going to be buying Bitcoin from me now. Just kidding. That was a joke. Yeah. So anyways, big hand there. Congratulations to Tom for winning that. Yeah. So this is very interesting here, guys. NVIDIA versus Bitcoin. This is, I want to say it weird. Bitcoin. This is from Wolf of Wall Street's Scott Melger. Every time about NVIDIA mooning on AI, which it is, but seemingly forgetting that the history of the chart aligns with Bitcoin because of mining. The only major divergence here is in the past few weeks, NVIDIA in blue, Bitcoin in orange. So very interesting there. Is this preempting a huge Bitcoin pump? I don't know. Maybe. Ben, will you be making a video on the difference between banks and credit unions? Did we put that on the list of scripts?
I can put it there.
Yeah, let's do that. Thank you. You guys are Tim is in charge of all scripts now. So you have an idea, tell Tim. Speaking of Tim, you guys don't forget, Tim has his own Twitter, Tim's_TA. And if you think my face on a thumbnail is ugly, get a load of this guy. My gosh, Tim. What a great face that is, though. That is really a beautiful face. I think you're a beautiful man, Tim. I really do.
Well, thank you. Yeah.
So there we go. All right. All right, let's move on. Let's keep it running here. Next. Oh, Smash Your Pass Pulse Chain. Oh, man, y'all are going to hold my feet to the fire on this. We just got one story for him? Okay. Oh, and Kelly's coming on today?
Kelly coming on here?
Is Kelly coming live in here? Or is he coming
No, he's downstairs, yeah.
Okay.
He'll join remote.
Ben, love and respect the show. I lean more progressive, and it upsets me why they don't embrace crypto. So sick of the government and corporate collusion. And I will tell you, people know I'm, like, if you haven't figured it out yet, okay, I've always been conservative. Always. I think that's pretty safe. People can assume on the show if you watch the show. It's so funny when people say, like, oh, call me a silly boy or something. Y'all got no clue. I'll take y'all hunting. You'll respect me. I'll tell you that. But the fact is that if the Republicans were against crypto and Democrats were for crypto, I would move over to that side. That's how important this issue is. This issue is that important. I'm a single issue voter. Just so happens, and I made this prediction years ago. Years ago, I said, don't let them turn this partisan, but they're going to. I said always, Republicans, because of business capitalism, they were going to be for it. Democrats, they want to stifle stuff. So here we go. And so what I said 4 years ago on a video, people go find it, has turned out to be true. And I'm sickened by it. I don't like it at all. It has allowed me to kind of be a little more free with my political beliefs on the show. Because look, if you're progressive, I don't want to isolate you from this show because crypto is for everyone. Crypto is for everyone. Okay? So because of that, there's no reason to let my personal political beliefs and opinions on social issues and things like that, they don't matter on this show. They don't matter on this channel. We don't talk about pronouns and like, it's just a subject to people. I might make fun of it sometimes, a little bit, maybe a little bit. But it's just poking fun, like I poke fun at anything. I don't want this to turn into a political show. Democrats are forcing our hand. Mm-hmm. They're forcing our hand. And that's what I'm telling you. Please, Democrats, people that lean progressive, vote your people out. Send the message. Because I promise you, I would send the message. I promise you that if Donald Trump becomes a nominee and he's anti-Bitcoin and he's running against Joe Biden, screw them both. I'll vote third party. I don't believe that's going to happen. I believe Trump will go pro Bitcoin. But if that happens, that's what I'm going to do. 100%. I can't be voting against the self-interests of me, my family, my employees, BitSquad, Ben Nation. I can't vote against that. I would intentionally vote people out that stand for the things that I don't stand for when it comes to the world of crypto. Crypto is the only chance we have left, guys. Without transparency in blockchain, we're getting great reset. It's coming. I hope you see it. It's coming. BitBoy, the AI meme coin has just reached out to you on Twitter already. What? I know there's a meme coin with it, but I'm trying not to talk about meme coins as much because they get me in trouble. But I don't. Let's see. Well, that's to the Discord. I don't have Discord on the channel. CZ tweeted the layoffs are more FUD. How about that? Okay, interesting. So I trust CZ. I'm one of the few people that does trust CZ. I love CZ. I always have. I have certainly, criticized him and criticized Binance at certain points for making certain decisions they made. Certainly. But overall, I've always ridden with them. I've always stuck with them because I think they're the only ones out there that really care. All the people that are going against CZ, those are the people that want to great reset you. Those are the people that want to destroy crypto. You know how you know? Sam Bankman-Fried was attacking CZ. That's how you know. It's very easy and obvious to see it. So there we go. So I'll try to check out my AI self today. We'll see. I hear it's pretty funny. I want to get a good look at it. So they had me talking with Snoop Dogg. Oh, man. I reached out to another rapper yesterday. Might be something pretty big going on, what I'll tell y'all. Okay. What if Biden comes out and says he loves crypto? Well, I'll change my mind. I mean, obvious, if he comes out and the economy gets better over the next year and a half and he's pro-crypto, that ain't going to happen. They've already dug their heels in too far at this point. So, let's see. Now you want to ditch meme coins after you pumped and dumped Pepe. You think I can pump something with, what is the cap of Pepe? The cap. You think I'm pumping a cap of $469 million? You think this channel has that power? You're an idiot. If that's the case, then we can pump anything. And when you say pump it up, this implies that you're not telling people what's going on. We show people on our portfolios when we were selling. I always told you, jump in, jump out. It's gambling. And people like you are idiots. Do you know how stupid what you just said is? Do you know how many times on this channel we told you meme coins are a casino? And you want to judge me for taking profits from a casino? Do you judge somebody when they hit the grand prize on a slot machine and they won $20,000? Do you kill them when they take $19,000 of it off the table and say, just go with this last $1,000? Do you kill them for that? No. You are what's wrong with crypto, sir. And because of the fact that so many people out there can't logically follow what we do on this channel because they lack the depth of intelligence and intellect and IQ to be able to do it, they're the ones like you that complain all the time. And you buy tops and you sell bottoms. I know the kind of person you are. I get it. I understand it. There's a ton of idiots out there in crypto, and you're one of them. I understand it. But the fact is, because there's so many idiots like you out there, I can't talk about meme coins really anymore. That's why. I can't do it anymore because if I say, guys, this is a gamble, you're literally hoping the price goes up on hype and take profits. And because you hear that and you say, oh, he said, go all in on this and ride it, have diamond hands. I can't even talk about the crap anymore. I had fun with the meme coins. I had a lot of fun with it. I can't even do it on this channel because you're so dumb. Not the whole audience, of course. I'm only speaking to this one person. Yeah, they're asinine. They're asinine, asset 10, asset 11. My gosh. Here's CZ's tweet, by the way. He said 4. If you guys didn't know, 4 is his way to spell rumors. He says 4, another FUD on rumors of layoffs. Binance has a bottom out. We should probably rename it to something else program. We constantly say goodbye to people who are not strong fits with the company. Many of them are great people or high performers, but may not fit our unique culture or situation. Small example, work from home is not for everyone. This program is constant. I push it for a weekly basis. There are 0% of people we have to push out. I also push for cost cutting, servers, flights, meals, etc. every week too. This may be why. Binance has stayed profitable since month 4 of our inception. From October 2017 onwards, through 2 crypto winners, Binance maintained profitability on a daily, weekly, and monthly basis. That is strong. We always strive to increase talent density. We do performance management, and we are still hiring. Well, I would tell you this. We at BitBoy Crypto, because of what was going on with when we lost all the money in Celsius, still gone. All of our altcoins were in Celsius. We lost it all. We had money. We paid employees out of that. We had to lay off a lot of people, and it sucked. I didn't want to do it. We weren't going to have to. If you listen to what I said, we had plenty of runway. Celsius ate it all up. Ate it all. And so because of that, we had to lay a lot of people off. And I think that when we did that, there were certainly a lot of very tough decisions with employees we had to make. Luckily, since then, things have turned around. Things have been great. You know, no company issues now. Enough reserves for a long time. Like, everything's great. But I'll tell you, I learned something. I learned something through that. There are a lot of people I didn't want to let go because I love people. Like, I love people. People that work for me, I love them. There are a lot of people that I did not want to let go, for sure. Overall, we lost about 50% of our employees. With the 50% that we had left, we gave more responsibilities. We restructured things. And wouldn't you know, we actually got more done and were more effective with less people. Isn't that interesting? And what CZ's telling you here is he already learned that principle. And he knows that when people don't fit the culture. And I think for us, a lot of the decisions came down to, do we project that this person is going to be here in 5 years or not? Like, is this person is long-term for the company? And for all the people that we said yes, you know, for the most part, those are people we kept. Of course, a couple of people on both sides, I'm sure, that didn't fit that description. But I get what he's talking about. That's the way you have to run a business. I don't ever want to let anybody go. There have been several times when I knew I needed to let somebody go, and I kept them on for months longer, trying to figure out a way to make it work with them. And every single time I did that, they always ended up out the door. Isn't that interesting? Somebody's not a fit for your culture. It's not a fit. It sucks, but it is what it is. There we go. Okay, let's move on. Coins Chick says, I like Twitter. Yeah, I just like Twitter. All right, next. Oh, man, we haven't even done the Smasher Passion. I don't want to put this one off. I don't know where I'm going to stand on this. Richard Hart's Pulse launch flops. User stranded. Hex crashes. Fans of Richard Hart awaited the launch of his magnum opus. I don't know if I want to see Richard's opus. I don't know. Pulse, with bated breath, they forgave Hex for languishing 80% below all-time highs, or worse, while they waited. I mean, every coin was down about that much. They forgave months of delays, SEC subpoenas, and hundreds of millions of dollars worth of inaccessible funds. Gas fees for a full sequence of transactions using Pulse are prohibitively expensive. Documentation, how-to guides in disarray. Would-be Pulse users need to pay gas for bridging assets onto Pulse chain, activating multiple DEX pairs, swapping non-Pulse chain tokens, blah, 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 blah. Sniffing an opportunity for easy money, an opaque network of over-the-counter dealers set up price gouging offers, charging user prices like 10 cents for PLS, despite its actual value being 99.9% cheaper. Wow, that's crazy. Of course, PLSX users encounter an infuriating sequence of gas fees for each step of their attempts to sell. Consider the above, typical PLSX token holder. Prior to May 23rd, they might have attempted to buy Pulse over the counter at a rate like 10 cents. Even if they bought $200 worth of Pulse, they would have received less than $1 of Pulse after its fair revaluation from 10 cents to 2/100ths of a penny. Not enough gas fees even for a single swap. Indeed, Richard might never need to sell any meaningful amount of Hex, PLS, or PLSX if he has sold the ETH, stablecoins, or other collateral backing those tokens. Those sales would have made him a multimillionaire. He was super rich before that. Even better for the brand, he could honestly claim to have never sold any of his project tokens directly. I want to know what you guys think about this, because you guys know smash or pass is where I decide whether to smash a coin, go with it, hit it, or let it go and say we wouldn't want this. Jack Keane says, I cannot believe Pulse was a fail. Look, here's what I would say. I like Pulse Chain where we have it, which is in our crypto casino portfolio. If you are a deep believer in PulseX, if you are a deep believer in Richard Hart, if you're a deep believer in Hex, then you definitely probably have strong feelings about this one way or the other. I've been so tired this week. I've been beat down. 2 shots, guys. That's another espresso shot for you guys. But the fact is that I'm still going to smash on it because I think the community is super viral there and they love it. And I think that regardless of what happens with on-chain here, is that community is still going to support this. And once that price starts going up a little bit, people that saw what happened last time with Hex, and guys, Hex was one of the top gainers of the entire bull run from the bottom to its peak. So, I mean, if we go back and we look at it, now this is not, I want everybody to understand, this is not a vote of confidence in the chain, okay? I don't know enough about it to tell you if it's good or not. But what I can tell you is, I think it's worth a flyer. I think it's worth putting like 0.5%, 1% of your portfolio in it and watching it. If you want to do that, I'm not going to judge you. We have, I don't know what ours is worth now, maybe 5 or 10,000. I don't know. I'd have to look at our portfolio. But I don't really see a reason to sell it right now. And if it goes to zero, the amount that I have, well, I'm good with that. It's not going to kill me to lose 5 or 10 grand based on our total portfolio. But the upside, see, we can only lose $10,000. Only lose that. How much can we make on the upside if it does what was similar to Hex? Guys, don't you remember when Hex launched, there were issues too? And I can tell you after being now kind of having to watch a coin, putting out news and seeing how the market reacts to it, the market is very irrational. It's very irrational. We put out some killer news and they're like, meh, I know what it's like now to do that. But when it comes to what's going on here, like, guys, you are not in this for the first week or two, right? If you were, then you didn't see what happened last time. So I definitely think that I saw Ben's Gucci shirt at the Chinese night market in your city. Guys, this is a real Gucci shirt. Why would I wear fake Gucci? That don't make any sense. It makes sense. I'm like Joe Burrow. They asked Joe Burrow, is that diamond chain or gold chain you're wearing? Is it real? Yeah, obviously. Like that's basically what he said. Like, why would I wear a fake Gucci shirt? But I would tell you there's a supply and demand problem with designer clothes. Way more people wear them than can afford them. I can tell you that. I feel like an idiot spending freaking $700 on a shirt. I still do it sometimes. Or a lot. Speaking of Richard Hart. What was that super chat up there?
Oh, yeah. Something about a wrestling like, let's see, there we go.
Can we please get a big red button for Ben to hit when he has a rant? I have a red button. Signature wrestling intro? I don't know. It's a good question. So anyways, guys, look, I'm smashing on Pulse Chain strictly from a gambling high upside. Nothing to do with, do I think it's going to work? If people are going to use it, people are going to port over to it. I don't know. I don't really care. I just care, do price go up? And I think if you're going to invest in meme coins, let me tell you this. If you invest in meme coins, you got no room to judge anybody for investing in Pulse or Hex. You got no room. So I think a lot of you guys have done it. So there you go. I rather hope in a top 10 coin. Redman says, yeah, that's why your top 10 coins make the bulk of your portfolio up. That's why I said 0.5% to 1%. Small amount. Because if it does do, like looking here, let's see what happened here. It went all the way from 0.004 to, I mean, it literally over 100x'd. Literally over 100x'd. Put $10,000 in. What if Pulse does the same thing? That's over $1 million. So the upside is so big, and you've seen Richard Hart do this before. He's done this before, taking something that everybody said was not going to work, made it successful. That I believe it's worth a gamble to see if he can do it again. But there you go. That's my thoughts on it. Did Ben say he wants to smash Richard? I mean, shoot. Who says I didn't? Just kidding. We love Richard as a person. I love Richard. He's a fun guy. Not a mushroom, but he's a fun guy. You have something, Drew? Oh, earpiece. Oh, because Kelly. I forgot Kelly was coming on. Kelly's coming on. Okay. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Okay, let's bring on Kelly. There he is. Kelly, what's up?
Ben, I got to talk to you about something.
What's up?
Max Kaiser called me out. I don't know what to do. I think I should quit crypto.
Oh, really? Well, let me tell you what happens when you call. Let me tell you about my interaction with Max Kaiser at the Bitcoin conference. The man doesn't have a brain. Like, he literally is. I think Joe Biden has more of a brain than Max Kaiser does. I walked up to this guy. I called him what I think he is. And then he literally looked like it's hard to even put into words. He didn't even know how to make a sentence. All he knew how to do was raise up his hand and try to shake my hand. I just called you the B word. I just called you the B word to your face directly, and you lift your hand up to shake my hand. I said, we're not friends. And that's when he had the coherent crazy lady came over and tried to attack me. But this man doesn't have a brain, guys. This guy's like the scarecrow. Or is he the one that didn't have a heart? Didn't have a heart.
Well, I mean,
the scarecrow didn't have a brain. Go ahead.
I think it's a good exemplification of something that, and you've kind of been bringing it up on channel lately, and that is like this unnecessary tribalism and virtue signaling. If you came over to even Bitcoin before all the altcoins, great. You came over to it for what? Freedom and personal sovereignty. So why the hell would anybody that now is involved with that, and that was your ethos and that would have attracted you to it, could you then prescribe that somebody else is an idiot because they're involved in other parts of the ecosystem? And the tweet that he put out was, while oysters create pearls, they simultaneously filter and purify the water. Bitcoin is a pearl, shitcoins are the bacteria and impurities that need filtering. And I wrote back, well, while I agree that not all alts will have a large impact, in fact, most won't, to not acknowledge the value of some of the top layer coins like Ethereum, Cardano, AVAX, and some other cross-chain or Oracle protocols like Link, I think is being far too tribal. And he came back with something else. But I just wanted to point out, like, if you look at Ethereum alone, this is the Ethereum chain.
He can't run that. He can't run his Twitter. His brain is not there, guys. I'm telling you. I looked in this man's eyes, man to man.
Yeah.
This man doesn't have a real functioning brain. I think it's kind of like somebody who is a performer and they just go out and they're able to perform a character. But as a person, I don't know if this man can actually formulate thought. Somebody else has got to be tweeting that for him. But anyways, go ahead.
But I mean, even just looking at Ethereum, I'm not going to even look at this for long, just scrolling. Look at this. I mean, this is coins built on top of Ethereum. Yeah. How can you say that this has no value and it's terrible? The use case Ethereum is Ethereum alone, not even counting the other chains, is incredible. Now, to that being said, that does not mean that we don't need to have Bitcoin in our portfolio. I think Bitcoin is absolutely a staple in our portfolios. But I did a stream this morning on for anybody that doesn't know, I do a morning stream on BitLab YouTube from 10 to 11:30 a.m. And somebody messaged me during the stream on my phone because they were surprised the topic of today was about meme coins. Now, here's the deal. All of us that are in any sort of public voice, we have to address the things that are capturing the zeitgeist of what's happening in the ecosystem that we are operating in. And meme coins are a big part of the news narrative in the last month with Pepe coin. And then, we've had Dogecoin in the past and Float and all this stuff. Now, I don't advise for people to go invest money in these coins. We have to address, for people who are curious about it, what is the best process to be involved? And, I laid out very clearly, having a good allocation in your portfolio, healthy allocation, top down being largest percentages in Bitcoin, ETH, Cardano, Bitcoin being the largest allocation for the most safety, especially if you're risk averse or you want to make sure that you're going to be around, have those, top 10 coins hold up the bulk of your portfolio. And then if you do want to allocate to, even I'm on the team here. I'm on the team here at Hit Network. I have less than a 1% allocation to Bitcoin. And you know what? I dropped a couple $1,000s in it. And then as soon as the first pump that happened, I even talked about it on stream. I took out my initial investment. So I don't even care what happens with the investment in the long term now, because that's how you operate, especially with small coins, whether it's meme coins or micro caps. You've got to take out your initial investment, take profits along the way, or what's the point of participating in the digital asset ecosystem if you never take profits out of just that imaginary level that you're seeing because you see percentages on a portfolio. Now, before we go, I do want to talk a little bit what I'm supposed to be talking about here. A couple things that I'm seeing in the charts on Bitcoin, because even though we do invest in meme coins and other stuff sometimes, or I should say trade, I just want to point out where we're at on the halving cycle. And I'd noticed something today that was really interesting, and I hadn't noticed it before. This is on the Rational Roots platform called Bitcoin Strategy Platform. And if you look at these overlay, these are the 3 different halvings we've had. And I'd never noticed this before. We can see where there's a $64,000 peak on this recent cycle, and then the $69,000 peak. What I'd never noticed before is this peak is perfectly in line with the first halving peak, which is up here, right here, the 64,000. And the second peak, I'll call it somewhat of a false peak, was perfectly in line with where the 2017 halving was. So while we want to see the 2019 push up pre-halving like this and get, all the way up to $50,000, I think we have to look at this and see that we are having a sort of blending of structures here of the 2 different halvings. A lot with, do we want to have that parabolic move? Sure. But we have a lot of economic headwinds. I do think we're still going to get a little bit of a push up in June, but we got to look at where we're at here. Now, the other thing that I want to look at is the short-term holder cost basis. We're bouncing down. Everything is still absolutely healthy for the bulls until we lose this level. Then we need to start looking at the potentiality of hitting that 23K level. Now, the last thing I want to say, the only more thing, is that we do have we added in for BitLab Academy. We have all the new updates, all the stuff. I want to shout out, if you've ever been a member in the past and canceled, you can still come to bitlabacademy.com, log in, go to my account, not my account, but your account, and come over here on the left-hand side to subscriptions. You can go to these are all the test subscriptions when we were testing stuff. Come to one of your, whatever subscription you had, go to view, and then you can resubscribe, and you'll still be able to log it. Because you used to be a member, you can still hold that the legacy old pricing before it has gone up. You'll still be able to lock this in. For anybody that hasn't signed up yet, all you have to do is on the top right, click enroll now. You can use Give Me 30 for 30% off. That coupon expires tomorrow. That works for both the indicators and the courses. And the last thing is 4 p.m. today. Come into Discord, the BitLab Discord. I shared it here on the Twitter. Where is it at? This Twitter right here, BitLab Academy Twitter. There is this tweet right here. There's an event at 4 p.m. today. We're doing weekly AMAs, rundowns, chart share, TA, questions. All you got to do is come and, basically if you're a member. Also today only, we're going to be allowing non-members as well, as long as you come in and join the free Discord. But it's this link right here. Come in at 4 p.m. today. We'll be kicking that off. And if you haven't yet, come over to BitLab Academy YouTube. Follow us. Get involved. That's all I got.
Appreciate you coming on, Kelly. Thank you. You guys go sign up for BitLab Academy. Looks great. Well, look at this, man. Oh, he's taking his shirt off. Does he know he's on camera still? Or he's still on camera? All right, get him off here. Get him out of here. Nobody wants to see that, Kelly. I won $4,000 on Loyal Coin. I can only get the money if I pay a $38 gas fee. Should I do it? Is it normal? No, that's a scam. That's a scam 100%. Hey, Ben, thank you for what you do. Next blow off top for Bitcoin, 24, 25, 26. I'm thinking summer of 25. That's what I think. What do you think? Have you thought about it?
Yeah, I mean, gosh, I'm going to take these echo.
Oh, I can take mine off too.
Guest on. It's ridiculous. No, I think I had it put closer towards the fall of 25 on my charts. But yeah, 25 is what I'm looking at. Because, I mean, you said it perfectly here. The 4-year cycle, you're not even a TA guy. But with the TA, Kelly was kind of going through it there. It's working out for a 4-year cycle.
Yep.
And it's one of those things, someday, yes, the 4-year cycle will end.
Not this time.
Probably not this time.
You just keep going with it till it doesn't work anymore, guys. That's that simple. People wonder how I got to be so big. So we nailed Bitcoin the whole time. And then, of course, we did, there wasn't an altcoin season after the top of Bitcoin. We thought and of course, we thought Bitcoin was going to 100K, and it didn't. But the timing we had nailed for years in advance. You just go with the 4-year cycle, guys. You can't discount the power of the Bitcoin halving. You just can't. Absolutely not. All right. Pro-Bitcoin legislation reigns victorious in Texas this year as the legislative session ends. Bitcoin, of course, you guys know I've been out there to speak to the Bitcoin or to the Texas House before. Bitcoin policy advocates celebrate several victories in the recent quarter, including the success of Texas SB 1929, a pro-mining bill, and the defeat of SB 1751, an anti-mining bill. Via VP of Research at Riot Platforms, Pierre Rochon. And he used to be like a lot more relevant. I used to talk about him all the time. Pierre Rochon. Expressed gratitude to everyone involved, saying Texas will continue to be Bitcoin country. Another significant development was passing of HB 1666, which introduced a proof of reserves regime, positioning Texas as a leader in building confidence within the digital asset ecosystem. In addition to the developments, public miner stocks also surged on the news that the debt ceiling did not include Joe Biden's, here we go again, Joe Biden's proposed 30% tax on Bitcoin mining. Get this freaking guy out of here. My God, what do we have to do? Can you recall a president? Do you recall a governor?
I mean, you can impeach them.
Yeah, impeach him. Can you recall him? Let's look that up real quick. I'm very interested. I would lead that charge. Can you recall a president? Nobody's even looked up. There's not even a search, so probably not. The president, vice president, members of Congress, and elect. Wait, what is Bang Zamoro? What is that? What is Bang Zamoro? What is this? Are we in like a country? Are we in the metaverse right now? Are we in the freaking metaverse? What's going on here?
What in the world?
It's a country. What? How did we get here? It's in the Philippines? How did we end up here, guys? I don't even know, to be honest with you. That's really, why would it tell? Am I on a VPN? No, I'm not on a VPN. Let's see. Can America have a recall election? The president of the United States cannot be recalled. Well, that's sad because I think we should recall this guy tomorrow. You do it to a governor. So I guess you do have to impeach.
I think it's they can. Oh, wrong button.
Yeah.
They can be impeached, but also, I mean, and in Biden's case, who knows if they deem, I don't know who has to vote on, but if they deem he's mentally unfit for office or sick or something, they can,
or a robot.
Yeah, they can they can get rid of him and the vice president takes over. But the question, do we want that? I don't know if we want that.
Oh my God, it's the worst president ever. I mean, gosh. You got these people that they always say the president's the worst president ever. Like Obama was the worst president ever. Some people say Obama was the greatest president ever. He was meh. He wasn't terrible compared to what we have now. I mean, I can't even really think of anything super horrible that was done during that time. Trump, meh. Didn't seem to get a lot done. Had people fighting against him the whole time. Whole presidency was a fight. Did some positive things, of course. Worst president ever? Not nobody. Your mean tweet haters would say that. Bill Clinton. I mean, look, evidence that Bill Clinton was a pretty decent president, right? George W. Bush, well, I thought he was a great president when he was president. Until we found out there, wasn't. So we all agreed that going to Iraq was a terrible idea. Guys, every president's got things that people say about him. This president's the worst ever. There's no. If you look at where the economy has gone from when he took over to where it is now, this is unequivocally the worst president I've ever seen in my lifetime by a considerable margin. I mean, you look at other countries, just even if you're factoring it by an outside source, I don't think we've ever seen a weaker looking president to other foreign national. It's pretty bad. You think he's bad? Cackling VP would be worse. They're gonna kick her. She's not gonna be VP this next time. I don't think. I think that the only person Trump was fired, miss him. Well, he was certainly funny. I loved, I liked him from Damon. But there's no way Kamala Harris is going to be the vice president this time. They're going to promise her a Supreme Court seat and send her on her way. She's the only person that polls worse than Joe Biden on the Democratic side. She polls worse than he does. She should be running a daycare is what she should be doing. Yeah. And it's not a sexist joke. The way she talks to people publicly, she talks to everyone like they're children. Yeah. I like that. Is she still wearing a mask? I don't know. I think she still wears a mask. Oh my gosh. I can't with these people. Okay. All right. Let's see. This is at Coinbase. You go to coinbase.com/public-policy/legislative-portal. And you guys can see what politicians stand on crypto by clicking on a state. So let's see here. We got Democratic candidate or a Democratic Congresswoman, Carolyn Bordeaux, negative sentiment on crypto. Is she the only one that they have a? Can we get Barry Loudermilk in here? Can we make an connection with Barry Loudermilk? I tried to reach out to Marjorie Taylor Greene, but she wouldn't respond to me. Poor thing. I could have changed your image, Marjorie. I could have made everybody hate you instead of just most people. The Senate, Raphael Warnock, meh. In the middle, okay. God, John Ossoff, I can't believe that guy won. Look at other states. Let's go to Florida. See what my guy Byron Donalds. I love Byron Donalds. Love that guy. There he is.
Number one.
Positive. There he is. Darren Soto, positive. Matt Gaetz, pretty positive. Bill Posey, positive. Look, do you notice something about all the positives? Oh, look, here we got a negative. I feel sorry for you if you're a Democrat in crypto. I really do. I feel sorry for you. I really do. Yeah, I understand the situation you're in. It's a bad situation. I mean, you can't. What do you want to do? Vote out your people? I think you should. It's sad. But anyways, it's a pretty cool website. Figure out where people stand on crypto on different in different areas. All right, here we go. Let's see. FOMO and XRP to kick in. Of course, this XRP section sponsored to you by Stake. You know Stake supports XRP because it has an X in its name. It doesn't have an X in its name. That was a lie. But of course, we love our sponsors over at Stake, major partner of the channel. And I'll tell you this. Got some really potentially made some contact with some folks. We could have something in the works, potentially, that could break the internet. Absolutely break the internet. So it's not going to be this week. Probably not going to be next week. But we are working on something that could potentially break the internet involving Stake. And Stake doesn't even know about it. They'll be in full support of it. But yeah, there we go. All right. Lazarus Hand says he renounces membership to either party. Yeah, I can see that. FOMO and XRP to kick in after price breaks $2. I mean, yeah, definitely. I would see that because that would mean it's heading towards previous all-time highs. The trader soon experience of fear of missing out. XRP sits at 48 cents. It's crazy to think how many people who refuse to buy it now are going to buy it over $1. Absolutely. Last week, he says, Ripple's opposition cites an SEC email about how there are reasonable grounds to believe XRP satisfies all factors of the Howey test. I always want my comments to be based on facts, so I'm making this clarification, blah, 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 blah. So we love John Deaton. But here we go. BitBoy says it's no longer guaranteed that Ripple wins the SEC lawsuit. And I don't know. Why do they get a picture of me praying?
What is that?
I'm praying, right? That's always what it is. Praying. Dear Lord,
yeah.
Thank you for XRP. Thank you for the banker coin. We just wish thoughts and prayers on the XRP army and Brad Garlinghouse and the lawyers to defeat evil and the devil in this world, which is the SEC and Gary Gensler. Amen. There we go. We just prayed for XRP, guys. There we go. What a picture of me. Why did they do this to me?
This is horrible.
That's awful. According to BitBoy, considering new revelations, there's nothing new. There's not new revelations. Judge will favor Ripple, and he's no longer sure the judge will favor Ripple in the ongoing lawsuit. Ben Armstrong, widely known as BitBoy, is no longer confident that Ripple will win in the multi-year legal battle with the SEC. According to BitBoy, it's no longer guaranteed that Judge Annalisa Torres will rule in Ripple's favor, considering new revelations. BitBoy made these remarks in the latest live Twitter broadcast in which he and his team looked into the XRP's price, headlines surrounding Ripple and XRP, as well as the Ripple versus SEC lawsuit. There's the video right there. Oh, man.
They didn't even do their research. That's just the morning live show. But they think it's your Twitter show now.
Yeah, my gosh. Ben, the pastor. I did used to be a youth pastor. That's true. That probably doesn't come as a surprise to anybody. Why should I risk 10K on Hex for 100X when I could do 1,000X on Bitcoin? That's a great question. Prominent crypto influencer called attention to Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse's latest remarks on the expected date for final ruling on the case. What are these pages? No, I'd have to wait. The crypto basically revealed last week, Garlinghouse noted that the community should expect a resolution of the case in weeks, not months. BitBoy noted there are speculations the case is over and they're just awaiting on an announcement. He further remarked, I don't know if that's true. I told you guys like June or July, we're getting very close. And it's going to be absolutely amazing when the thing's over, one way or the other. He stressed the outcome of the resolution would greatly impact the crypto scene, either positively if Ripple wins or negatively if the SEC wins. He specifically emphasized the damaging hit the crypto scene would take if XRP loses the cases. the case. BitBoy further emphasized that most of the time, he was sure that Ripple would win against SEC, but now the YouTuber says he's not confident about that outcome. Oh, man. I do think that's what's going to happen, speaking about them winning. But it's not guaranteed, guys. He said regarding the chance of Ripple's victory. I thought it was guaranteed for the longest time. I said 99.9% sure. I've said that. But the way the government's going right now, I don't know. However, BitBoy mentioned that if Ripple wins, the community can relax, knowing that SEC's perceived overreach has been clamped down. Despite the reservations regarding the lawsuit, BitBoy's bullish sentiment on XP has not changed so far. The recent broadcast influencer called attention to the fact that Ripple continues to champion its growth moves. This could impact the trajectory of XRP's price, which has been an upward direction this week. You guys don't know how weird it is to see yourself. Like, it. What's really funny is, like, if I'm scrolling through TikTok, which I don't use TikTok that much anymore, but scrolling through TikTok and find, like, there are entire channels that are dedicated to talking about what I talk about. Like, that's a weird thing to be scrolling through and see yourself.
There are channels with hundreds of thousands of followers who all they do is repost what you say and then respond to it.
That's hilarious.
That's it.
Well, good. You know, TJ always told me that we would know that we made it when everybody had to have an opinion on our opinion.
Yeah.
And we made it. 100%. All right, guys, that's all we got. We got a big meeting we got to go to, talking about our decentralized crypto news site we're going to be doing. So you guys go and check out, check out all our channels. Don't forget to go to, on YouTube, go to BitBoy Crypto and then scroll to the homepage and show this real quick. And then scroll down to other channels. Frankie's getting close to 50,000. BitLab 7.24K around the blockchains at 19.3K. Blockchain Basements at 12.2. Forever Frenemies, that's my show with Wendy. We got some really awesome episodes coming out soon. She's gonna be coming out here in the next 2 weeks to film as well. Then we got All Man Sports. My son's channel, he's at 1.13K. So very proud of Madden. He is doing great. That's all I got. Be blessed. BitBoy out.